thank you so much for joining. I would like to introduce the topic of bid-ask spread. In one of the last videos we talked about exchange rates and what it means if one currency is the base currency, the other currency is price, quote, or term currency. We have taken the inverse. We talked about appreciation and depreciation of currencies. Now we are looking at bid-ask spreads. And bid-ask spreads quite important because in practice there is no such thing as exchange rate. Whenever we talk about an exchange rate, we always have two. We always have the bid exchange rate and we always have the ask exchange rate. The reason for this is because when you are dealing with or trading foreign currencies, there is someone to provide liquidity to ensure the other currency is actually available so that you can buy and sell currencies. Those organizations or intermediaries are called market makers. These are usually really big banks that are involved in foreign exchange and currency trading. And those market makers, because they provide liquidity, they need to make money. Yeah. So when we look at the bid and the ask spread here, this is from the perspective of those big banks that provide liquidity. The bid exchange rate is the most the market maker is willing to buy. So if the market maker is in a buy position and wants to buy a currency from you, it pays the lowest price. And if the market maker, those big banks, try to sell a currency, this is the exchange rate that the market maker is willing to accept to sell the base currency. Again, when we look at bid and ask here, we are looking spot rate for AUD. AUD is in the base. Yeah. Market makers, as said, they provide liquidity, and market maker will buy those currencies at the bid rate low, and they sell at the ask rate high. Yeah. How I always remember bid, because of the B is buy and ask as is sell, but again both from perspective of market maker, those institutions that provide liquidity, not from you as a customer perspective. If you want to buy a currency, you buy at ask rate and you can sell the currency at the bid rate. So what would happen if you are a customer and you would just trade the same currency pair over and over again, like every minute, sell and buy, sell and buy? In the end, you would lose all your money because you always sell it low and you need to buy it back at a higher price and so on and so forth. Really, really important. So the bid rate is always lower than the ask rate. Yeah, again, from the perspective of market maker. Good. Let's talk about spot rate for US dollar. Yeah. What we do is, let's take the inverse, because again, we want to know more about US dollar. So this currency pair where AUD is expressed in the base currency doesn't help us. So let's take the inverse. We have done it earlier. So it's 1.25 AUD over 1 US dollar. And here it is 1.1 AUD over 1.00 US dollar. I've taken the inverse. Now, what you see, it's a problem because that's your product. That's your product. However, the ask rate is lower than the bid rate, which is obviously because we have taken the inverse, which means we cannot leave it like this. This needs to go here. This needs to go here. Yeah, so this is your bid rate and this is your ask rate for the US dollar. Yeah. So what it means, if those financial organizations, the market maker, if they want to buy Australian dollar from you as a customer, client, as a non-market maker, they need to pay 0.8 Australian dollar. If they want to sell Australian dollar to you, they request 0.9 US dollar. If the market maker wants to trade US dollar, if they want to bid, if they want to buy US dollar from you, they have to pay 1.11 Australian dollar. If they want to sell US dollar, they would request 1.25 Australian dollar. Yeah, and the difference between those rates, here it's 0.1, here it's 0.14, is called bid-ask spread, and this is basically the commission the market maker receives for providing liquidity at all times. Yeah, I hope you found this useful. Again, always put your product, your base currency here, and then you can work with those numbers way better and you can see which number is higher, lower, and makes it easier to understand. Thank you so much for listening. Talk to you later.